Hello guys. I'm very excited because I want to do Lantern Rite 2024. Last Lantern Rite I couldn't do it because I just started playing Genshin. I think like in I'm gonna say like late October or November of 2022, and I was like catching up to the storyline, and I think my adventure rank wasn't high enough to do the Lantern Rite. I was like really I really wanted to get. I think Ning Guang was the one I wanted. I think at the time because she was pretty, but I didn't get high enough adventure rank at the time. I don't know if I knew about the quick start. I don't know if there was a quick start at the time. I'm not sure. But whatever happened, I was playing a lot, but I didn't get to do the Lantern right. I only got to see it like on my friend Emily's phone. That was it. But this year I'm caught up with the storyline. Like I've done Fontaine, and yeah, I can do the Lantern right now. I've grown up in 1 year, playing a lot of Genshin and enjoying it so much. Anyway, so let's go check it out. It just came out today, so I will do it now. Go to the quest, navigate. It's right there. Okay, so exciting. Lantern Rite. Leeway Harbor. So I'm gonna get. It's quite exciting because a lot of the Leeway 4 stars are C6, but the one I want is Xingqiu. He's a C5, so I'll be able to collect him. It'll be like a nice reward for doing Lantern Right. Getting my boy Xingqiu, who's awesome. Like I didn't know how he's. Like I hadn't leveled him up. I mean I leveled him up, but I hadn't really used him a lot because I had Yelan. But he's working so well in the rational team. Like he's so good. I love him.
Ray,
he's so good.
Your fate.
Yeah, anyways, let's go. He's the one that needs healing. Wait, okay. It's cool he can heal as well a little bit, which is really handy. Fantastic. I assume it's voice acted. I really like the rational team. It's like when their bursts all go off.
And Charlotte! I never thought she'd see you two together.
I like how all these different characters from different nations are like hanging out in these events. It's so good.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
That's another character I would really like to develop one day.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
Oh, it's all that kites this year, isn't it?
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well, yes. And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Ooh.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn.
Oh, cool. That's kind of cool. This is about the kites this year.
The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations.
Oh, Fontaine?
After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor?
Ooh.
That's what it was about.
Oh, they were setting it up.
But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
I like how they have a name so simple. Mechanical vertical lifting device.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive.
Oh, is it Xunyan? Who's the inventor of it? I don't
But
know.
don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Oh no, but she's from Liyue, not Fontaine.
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think?
Wow.
Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
That's true. Make the event nice and easy. But fun.
I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor.
Wafflefowl.
Keeping up with demand.
Fish.
We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Okay. That's good.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon.
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
You see, Miss Kuching, that does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now.
True.
But to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions.
Wow. I have never thought of it that deeply before about kites. That's so cool. Makes me suddenly want to fly a kite. I haven't flown a kite for a long time. A long time.
There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found."
Send them love, send them word, send them homeward bound. She didn't read the last one?
In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
This is crazy, like, it actually does work. 'Cause, like, I feel like if I'm flying kite in this game, I'll appreciate flying kites more outside as well, like in real life.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
She's
Well
really
said,
cool. I like
Miss
Kuching.
I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share.
She's cool.
I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
Oh, that's so cool. That's a nice way to look at it.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship.
Okay.
My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders.
I actually remember when I was a kid with my brother, we made kites using like 2 pieces of like wood, light wood, like they're round, made it into a cross, and then paper, and then I can't remember if they actually flew. I'm sure they did, but so there was
First,
passed down
you
in a
use the
sense.
thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper.
We always
paste
did
it
the
onto
kite
frame,
shape,
and tie on the string.
like a diamond, but like with a long side. I didn't really never thought of like making other shapes when I was a kid.
Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free.
Wow.
Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Wow.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
If I have a choice, I'll make a butterfly, because my favorite BTS song is Butterfly. So
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissor-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. different colors also have small variations in meaning.
Really?
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers and
You know, through this game, they're spreading Chinese culture to the world. It's really cool.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge
Someone
help.
eavesdropping on us.
Great. Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Hope it goes well.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate.
Sounds fun.
The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
Wow.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
We'll be there. We've got it in the bag.
Maybe tone it down a bit, Traveler. What if we don't win? It's better to keep a low profile until the competition starts. Then we'll give them a show they never saw coming. Oh, that secret prize is ours.
Go find one. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Oh, that was really good. That took a twist, her comment. I thought she was like, don't show off, but then she's like, shh, that's our plan to lay low.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then! Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there?
Yeah, I see them.
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy.
The kitching, do attract a lot of attention.
Huh.
Cheesing.
Yes, but something's up. Paimon just has a bad feeling. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they
Paimon's
begin.
kicking ass in this event. So cool.
You go right, Paimon will go left.
Wait, Paimon. The Orioles bask in spring. Oh yeah, it's spring in that time of year in the northern hemisphere, isn't it?
Oh. It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
I like the way he talks, it's so formal.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from?
That's so funny.
You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
Wow, she's so feisty. Go find one.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves.
Whoa,
You
his eyes are like
stand in the
yellow.
presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Mooncarver.
Oh, that's Mooncarver? For real? It could be. I mean, they can take human form, right? That's
For
Mooncarver?
the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
Okay, so that is Mooncarver. Wow.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds. There's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Maybe it is.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Really?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Geo. You know, they don't look as flashy as Shanyun. She looks like Crazy. These guys don't look on her level design wise. But I guess they're not playable.
Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands.
She's so cool.
We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a Adepti.
Apparently, I agree with her.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
If you really are who you claim to be, perhaps you can prove it. I mean, look at his eyes. I think he's not a normal human.
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
You may recall that in order to preserve the tranquility of one's mountain, one planted karst crawlers around Mount Hulao. In fact, the seeds are one of Streetward Rambler's cultivars. Among all the Adepti, her horticultural skill is preeminent. The plant neither wilts nor withers, and its practical use is undeniable. Yet it does require quite the upkeep. After a while, one tires of the effort. Thus, one had no choice but to foray into town to inquire from Streetward Rambler a gentler and more easily managed variety.
On your way, you were accosted by a group of youths, and without revealing your true form, were unable to extricate yourself of their presence. If one's memory serves, Streetward Rambler had to personally come to your rescue.
How did you come into possession of such knowledge?
The young lass, Yao Yao, keeps
Yao
no
Yao.
secrets from Cloud Retainer.
Yeah, just telling everybody everything.
Alas, one can only let bygones be bygones.
I suppose they really are the Adepti. Yeah, I think I'm convinced.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
Take it as a compliment. The quality of your disguise.
You indeed have an agile
Oh, they're
mind.
disguised.
Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Oh, I hope she shows up in this. She surely will. Her and Shenhe and Ganyu should show up.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just, Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
It is but an inevitable eventuality.
Hmm?
Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor.
Oh, it's so boring down here up there without her.
With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Huh?
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
Hmm.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid. Cloud Retainers in this
Oh, so they think she's in trouble?
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now, it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
So, they think it's fine now?
So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others.
Oh, so
One
Fontaine
can
is...
be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, you know, at the start when they were talking about, like, the technology from Fontaine, that's why I thought Cloud Retainer would be the one that invented it. But she's from Liyue, so... Oh, so she's a bit competitive
One
with them?
surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her regret.
I get it now. They came because she hadn't contacted them. But once they found out about the kite competition, they realized that she's just shut herself up in her room to invent something better. I get it. And then they're going to go home. They don't even need to check on her.
However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along
I
one's
hope so.
regards.
I hope we see her. She's beautiful.
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Rite!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
Yeah, they're the real deal. 100%.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along. Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier.
I need a butterfly one. Oh. Okay. Ah, I'm so glad I got Rite, she's so cool.
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
I get to buy a kite?
Kill swallow and a butterfly and oh!
Definitely butterfly.
This jade chamber design is our newest.
Jade
It's been selling
chamber?
like crazy over the past 2 days.
That's cool. It could like crash to the ground. That's cool. Jade chamber makes it's a good idea for a kite.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes
Of
wealth
course.
and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Okay, that's a good one
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of
then. Money, money, money.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Genuine.
Oh, yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite making
We get to make it?
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf. Oh, that's in Chen Yuval.
Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Well, yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families. So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
We'll help.
Oh, wonderful. You will, of course, be compensated for your efforts.
Good.
Now, at this time
Help
of
to level
day,
up my characters.
Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume. Should be on your right.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
Have I mentioned how much I like my rational team? They're so good.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way.
He's always talking about dim sum, isn't he? I don't know why. He loves it, right?
Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect, Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Yilong Wharf.
Elong.
Oh, that must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
He's popular.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
He doesn't.
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place.
He's a cool guy.
He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah?
No worries.
So, you here for Lantern Rite?
Yes.
Yep, it's always so lively this time of year. We
I wouldn't know. This is my first one.
to Elon Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect. We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me.
I
me,
trust
I know
him.
my way around.
Delivery
We can exchange
person.
Stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way.
He's so
And there are
friendly.
a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time.
Dim sum.
The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise you won't be disappointed.
Wow. He's so happy.
Order anything?
Paimon seems to be drooling already.
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Yep.
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends too. It just shows how close you are.
Oh, he's a cool guy.
You need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
Look at him. He's so chill.
Our things are always packed in.
It's like
ready.
got it together.
We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
True. We are.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
that's
literally
right.
the traveler.
Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard after all.
And apparently he's like a 4-star, but he's like as powerful as a 5-star. That's great. That's really, really cool. Especially at C6, sorry. I've got him at C2 now. Oh. What's happening now? The menu's opened up. Oh, that's cool. Paper shadows are foraging. Another game? Oh. Joyful beasts and they're auspicious. Not yet unlocked in one day. Okay, I can't do it yet. Oh my god! Xianyun. Exciting. I'll do this off stream. I want to play the game just without streaming it. But we did the story part of it. That was cool. I liked it. I like the whole setup. It's so intriguing. Like, it's always so fresh and exciting. Like they've done Lantern Rite. This could be their third one or fourth one. Well, it's my first one, but it just feels like it's like fresh. I don't know. It just feels cool. Like, I've been to Liyue. It just looks different, right? With all the these lanterns are new, right? The way it's decorated and everything. I feel like this is new. And the colors. Because it's New Year, like Chinese New Year. So cool. I think I remember my friend Emily showed me at night time. It looks really nice as well. Oh, all the lanterns. Yeah, I remember she showing me. So I get to experience it for myself this time. It's so cool. Yay. Anyways, I'll end it now and I'll probably upload the whole Lantern Rite all in one video, I think. I think that'll work. But if not, yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Alright, bye. Hello guys, welcome back, and I'm gonna do the Lantern Rite quest. So it's gonna be like a massive Genshin couple of days, because I did Shanyun's story quest yesterday. It was really, really nice. So let's go check out. Shall we use Shanyun? Okay, let's go. Alright. Which way is it? This way?
Oh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there.
Oh, we gotta fight.
Wait, and get behind me. I'll handle this.
Let the world collide!
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Seize the skies!
Another test subject.
He actually looks pretty fun to play, actually. But I don't want to level too many characters at once, so...
Skyward! Got him!
Test subject.
Oh, the verse.
Inazuma shines eternal.
I love it.
Shine down.
That's what happens when you have Rite in your
The
party.
wrong test subject.
Seems like we really can't go anywhere without running into treasure hoarders, can we?
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
I was
Darling.
impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby.
Oh, he's line dancing, right?
Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
Wushu dancing. I've heard about it somewhere.
Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season.
It's currently Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year at the moment, and there's a lot of that going on around where I'm living at the moment. So cool.
But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue opera.
Yunjin.
I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. So it's not something I do
it's
full time.
not something he can do for his full-time job. I get it. So he's being a guard.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Ah, Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday, I stayed up all night playing cards.
Wow.
Oh,
Let's go.
Having fun?
The docks are just up ahead.
He's kind of a cool guy. Kind of reminds me of I heard stories of Dennis Rodman, the Chicago Bull, or he played with the Chicago Bulls, and he would party all night, but yet when it came to game time, he was 100%. It's kind of really cool. I think people like that. It's awesome, actually. Just having fun. Oh, I've been on this raft. Garming walks forward and exchanges a few words with the boatman near the docks. The next thing you know, he's called for everyone to board a bamboo raft. I went on this with my friend Emily when we were playing co-op together.
finally
So cool.
we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff. And her stomach so empty.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Yeah.
Leo is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon now? Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied and now her poor stomach's empty again.
Aw. Would you like some winter melon cake?
Of course you would.
I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
Take all of it.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
That's kind of cool how he's got so much energy. I love it.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
Yeah, when we took the raft, he was singing the whole trip. It's so nice. It's really, really cool. So you got to try that if you have a chance. Garming seems like a real people person. He can get along with anyone, and he treats every person he meets.
That
I didn't touch
hit
it.
us a lot. Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
That close of a call, huh?
He's a cool guy.
I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from.
Oh.
I'll just have to check when we get back.
That's kind of like in Springwood, in the place where I live in Melbourne. What?
All my jabbering must be making it difficult
Why
for
is
you
it
to enjoy the
auto
scenery in
playing?
peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter-chatter.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
I was gonna say, we have things like you slowly lose yourself in the beauty of the surrounding scenery. Before you know it, you're hey, it is a really beautiful trip. You gotta try it. But anyway,
don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim. Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take care of yourself now. I'll see you some other time. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agency.
I was gonna say, like, we have pork rolls, which is like a bread roll with, you know, pork, and then like there's carrot and stuff in it. It's like a Vietnamese thing. But each bakery does it slightly different, and there's like some that are really, really, really popular. So yeah, I was gonna say, is there artifacts? Nope. What are we investigating? Nothing.
Yeah, skyward, scatter.
I just got her C1 because I heard that it's really good for exploration. I think the elevator comes down, but it does not squash you, I found. Is it coming down? I think it is, isn't it? Okay. Nothing.
Yeah, skyward, scatter. Yeah, skyward.
Whoa, whoa. Waypoint.
Hey! Slow down. I'm begging you.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
Please, take a seat and enjoy a nice meal.
Yeah, skyward.
Oh, well... how should I put it?
Come on, spit it out!
Do you see that group of people over there? Those are my relatives.
Okay, what's wrong?
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
Why?
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible to them?
Paimon's so good these days. Like, her voices are really cute. And so much variety. It's so
No,
cool.
it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing with my family.
Why?
It would be best if we could steer clear of them.
Wonder why.
I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
Then we'll just have to sneak past them.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
This is funny. Follow Garming. He knows what he's doing. So we don't run.
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
What am I doing?
She's gone. Let's go.
I didn't know I had an idle animation like that. I never realized.
Turn left. Run! To the right and...
Oops, did we get busted?
Wow, you guys are good. I'm impressed.
We've done this before.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake. Oh, winter melon cake to be exact.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you can swim in them.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
Hey, Uncle Jirgwe. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So, I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes. Thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here somewhere. I promise you, one sip and you'll be hooked.
He's a cool guy. I like him. I like him.
Anyway, you just sit down
He's like
and relax,
a...
Uncle Jirgwe. Who would I be if I just
What do you
sat
call
here
it?
and
Like
let you
a
go through all this
passionate, fun
trouble? Leave
person?
this to me. I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on the side.
Aw, you noticed what Paimon likes?
He's a cool guy. I like him.
How long have you two known Gaming?
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Yulong Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy.
He is.
We became friends. You know, just like that.
Yeah.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain.
Charge
Gaming
complete.
personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him.
What the heck? While working 2 jobs.
That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him?
His family, apparently.
I mean, there is his dad, but, well, ask anyone else.
Does his dad want him to do another job or something?
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgwe? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
It feels like we've troubled you enough already.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid.
He's so thoughtful.
I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Rite. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
The refreshing aroma and...
Alright then. Deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk?
He loves dim sum.
My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
He's so cool. He loves dim sum. He's always mentioning it.
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story. It might take some time to tell.
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
See you at Shinya Kiosk then.
Alright, then I'm
Shinya
off.
Kiosk.
See you in 2 days. Oh, and Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is Gaming's family situation really that complicated? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by much.
True.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common.
Aren't we hundreds of years old?
Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
I'll try.
If you have the time, maybe you can make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, "We provide aid in spades." Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
Well, I can certainly arrange that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking, but if you're going to get us something, she'd much rather have wintermelon.
Was she just joking?
Seems like Gaming really has rubbed off on you.
Yeah.
Would you like some more tea? I think there's some left.
No,
Everybody loves tea in this
friends
world.
still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have
Yes.
ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
That's not a bad idea, Paimon.
Alright then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Let's check it out. Oh, there's quests. I don't want to pick up any more for now. Whoop. What's going on?
What are you doing here?
I'm glad I did her story quest first.
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence.
Never, never displeased. It's been your presence. Greetings, Shenyun. We're undercover. We're not going to blow her cover. Shenyun.
Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? What brings you out here?
True.
And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself.
Really? Doesn't matter?
Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment? Or perhaps even fall to petty sulking over such?
It seems like that's what Mountain Carver and the other guy were thinking.
It's not that we think those things exactly.
Mountain
That's
Shaper
just what Mountain Shaper
and Moon Carver,
Carver
sorry.
told us. Or Tia something and Ho. Paimon can't be bothered to remember what their aliases were called. Anyway, they
Same.
went to Liyue Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to pass along their regards if we ran into you. Tianyin?
What is it? Did she forget about them?
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. How could one have forgotten about those two old fossils?
Really?
One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight. Nay, given that one has ventured all this way to Yilong Wharf, tea would be more advisable. A great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. One is reminded that certain purchases have yet to be made. Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
Huh? Wait,
She's so beautiful. Oh my god.
ditch us here to watch your stuff?
Apparently.
Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants.
She's very free. Let me go see what she's up to.
Hey, not you too, traveler! Oh, all this Paimon ditching is super not appreciated. Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want anyone to try and steal his stuff.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chaoying Village. Might I recommend the Sunglo variety? It's one of our specialties.
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring some back for those old fossils, and all will be well. 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special Lantern Rite promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off. 4 boxes will net you 20% off.
20% off 4 boxes. This merchant strikes a fair bargain.
Oh,
One might
Morax.
as well give some to Morax and Ping too.
She's gonna end up with so much stuff.
Then 4 shall suffice.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest you in these exquisite
Oh my
gift
God.
sets. Buy 10, get half off.
Are you serious? She's gonna fall for it? I think she's gonna fall for it.
Look at the magnificent design. And the red ribbon gives quite the festive flair, don't you think? Such a gift would be sure to impress any lucky friend or family member.
10 boxes. Seems rather excessive. But if one factors in the conqueror of demons and one's disciples...
Oh, there's a lot of people she's gonna buy gifts for. Like
Damn,
Shao.
nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a little extra off the price for you.
That is agreeable. One will... I will have these boxed up then.
Oh, she's gonna talk like a normal person.
Of course, right away.
Why is he?
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle.
Oh, is she gonna just get
Perhaps
swindled?
some of my wares might also be of interest to you.
Are we gonna jump in?
I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and most intricate clockwork toys Mora can buy here. Each one sure to be a source of endless amusement.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Well, that is, of course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
What happened? Who's that?
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
What is going on? This is funny.
Ah, of course. Here you go.
She's become so, like, I like her character so much more in the last story quest than in this. Like, it's so cool.
The instruction manual is...
I can do without. Thank you. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, a child's plaything no less, it would only invite scandal.
Why?
There is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
Oh, is that what she's here for? Oh my god, she's so beautiful. I should head back before Shunyun notices.
Oh, Shenyan, did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties.
It seems like Shenyun is easily swayed into buying things. That box looks like it fit to burst already.
And you too?
Sounds like my sister.
Are you not here to purchase things?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf. But it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition then?
Also?
One means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed, there was little one could do about such persistent supplication. One moment energetic and earnest, and dejected the next. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests, and thus, one will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
Okay.
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yaya.
Shenhe! Oh, Shuyu's her new student. The little girl. Ganyu and Yao Yao.
Wow, that's quite a few people.
This is gonna be so fun. Shenhe!
Also, this is
My favorite.
Well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
No, not her. She would not do that.
Ha! You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? 'Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure. It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile. It is built with a series of intersecting rods that...
She's so into this.
Never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand, even should one expend the effort to explain. One is better off saving one's breath.
Oh my god.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
Oh my god. Pointed out, find one.
So, will you be attending the workshop or not?
I will attend.
Huh? Wait, you've been trying to invite us this entire time?
Seems interesting.
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all sorted.
Are we gonna make
Arrive at
kites?
Mount Outsong in 2 days.
Outsong.
I shall be expecting you around midday.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guard to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One goes as one pleases. For what reason would one need to rely on another?
Wow. She's such a cool character. It does have like... Oh, we can fly! Oh my god, she's cool.
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
One calls it the floating toting device.
Floating toting device. That is such a great name. Oh my god.
Huh. She seems pretty proud of that one.
She is really cool.
Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident, but everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders...
Is it like a
never
facade?
mind.
Like, does she put on an act like she's confident, but she's not really confident? And why is everyone looking at her, besides the fact that she's so beautiful?
But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just, got a bit unsteady for a second and accidentally brushed the embroidery on top. And wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together.
What will I do about you, Paimon?
What Paimon say is that Xianyun sure does try hard to save face.
She does, doesn't she?
What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bet she just can't wait to take it
Yep,
apart and
that's
see
what I
how
think
it's
too.
made.
She's like curious how it works. That does sound like something she would do. You know what? I've been waiting for the Genshin anime so much. Like, I really want to watch it. But playing these story quests is kind of like or event quests is kind of like watching an anime episode of it. It's kind of cool.
Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all.
Paimon's so smart.
After all, that is the propriety with which one should comport oneself. When it comes to an elder, right?
That's Paimon's Shenyun voice. Okay, that's the first part done. Orioles. Oh, we get to. Oh, we can level up Shenyun first with the very books that. Oh, 75 now. So cool. Let's wow. Let's continue on. Like, let's do all 4 today. Oh, do I have to wait? I'm having a blast with Lantern Rite. It is so cool, especially that there's a whole new zone to go with it. Feels really cool. Like, walking around areas you've been to before is one thing, but everything you go is like a new place. It's so cool. And it's...
Paimon has never had dim sum at Shinue Kiosk before, but it should be quite the feast for sure. Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gami. Let's go!
Okay, where is it? Is there a line? Where is it?
prevails throughout the land, and all things are made new, as buds in the spring. This is an auspicious era for humanity.
Oh my god. It's in Leeway. There was no yellow line for that. Welcome to the Shinye kiosk. May I have the table number of your reservation? Can I get food to go? I don't know. I haven't booked. Can you squeeze me in? The Shinye kiosk is the most popular restaurant in Liyue Harbor for UA style cuisine, and we only have a limited number of tables to specific hours of the day. So unfortunately we cannot book. Okay. Alright. But we can just go in, right? I'm just gonna go in. We talk to her? No. No booking, just walk in. Exciting. Time to eat.
Oh, you're here early. I just ordered. The food should be out in a second. Sit down, sit down.
Let's all take a seat.
Here, hand me your cups.
We're gonna have lunch. Is it? Do they have that lazy boy thing in the middle where you spin the table? Because when I have a yum cha, which I think is what dim sum is. It's like they have that thing in the middle.
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon.
What is it for? Is it for washing your hands?
That was for you to rinse your utensils.
Oh. Oh shh.
That's a thing?
As you talk, piping hot dim sum dishes arrive at the table one after another. And just when you think that all the dishes have been delivered, the hostess brings you a generous bowl of seafood congee. Oh,
wow,
what a cool picture.
So much delicious food. Do you really eat all this just for breakfast?
He burns a lot of
That's
energy.
just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Ah.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat. If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it.
This guy's cool.
What about you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood congee? Let me refill your bowl.
That would be great, thanks.
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. Fill it up nice and full and make sure she gets a few extra shrimp. Thanks!
I like how Paimon doesn't beat around the bush. Everyone picks up their chopsticks and begins to dig in. Each dish tastes exquisite and is uniquely flavorful. You slowly start to relax as you enjoy pleasant conversation over a satisfying meal. This goes on until even Paimon can't eat another bite.
So full. That meal was so satisfying, it even gave Paimon some extra brain juice.
What does that mean?
Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out.
Figured out what?
Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum just for the three of us. Well, you must be hiding the fact that you're some young master from a rich family. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from each other.
Are you confusing me with Shincho?
That's exactly who I was thinking of when she said that. That is so funny.
Huh? You know Shincho? You sure know a lot of people.
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. What it comes down to is being able to tell the difference. More often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Hmm.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young Master Gaming.
Very worldly.
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon, but you're wrong about my family situation.
Sounds a little sad.
What? Oh, Paimon thought she was onto something there.
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small scale stuff, you know? It wouldn't even make sense to mention his business in the same breath as the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Hmm.
My dad... he always wanted me to inherit the family business. To be a merchant like him.
Ah, but he wants to do the wushu dancing.
But that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
Garmin always seems so happy and carefree. This is the most serious I've ever seen him. This topic must be very important to him.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Tevat to see what I could do. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job. Just a child's pipe dream.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted to do.
His dream.
One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start.
He'd be
building
so
the right
unhappy if he was
relationships,
to be a tea merchant.
but I refused to go. We got into a huge fight. We
Wow.
were this close to throwing hands. In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home.
Wow.
I haven't been back since. Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely without fault. No. I know that it wasn't the right way to go about things. But my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. There was no changing his mind. I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue Harbor, the results could speak for themselves.
True. You know, there's so many jobs. I mean, like, where parents from the generation before thought it was like kind of stupid and stuff, but it can actually be a really good job, like gaming and things like that. Gaming.
But I'm sure you both already know how that's going. Wushu dancing's just not that big in Liyue Harbor. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. Most times, I wound up eating nothing but humble pie. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So, I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now I have enough to get by and then some.
Okay.
Still, change takes time. Gotta take it slow, you know?
Damn, his
Paimon
voice actor's so good.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk.
That really
Teaching
shifted
cold.
gears, didn't it?
Ooh, let's do something fun this afternoon. What do you say, huh? I'll organize.
Actually, we kinda already have plans this afternoon.
Kite flying. Or was it the workshop?
We told Xianyun that we would go to her kite making workshop.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite making, Gaming?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Shenyun.
Oh, really? She knows her? Oh, he knows her already? Wow, he's fast. Auntie Shenyan? As if I would say that one. Auntie's no way to address a mighty and eliminate Adeptus. No, I'm not gonna blow her cover.
That title certainly humanizes her a bit.
Oh, I know that she's an Adeptus. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to change her terms of self-address or something like
So
that.
he knows. And he's kept a secret.
She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on putting those on a kite, does she?
Wow, glow-in-the-dark kites.
Is that not something you can do?
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Secrecy.
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Shenyun wants to use those dyes on a kite, the formula will need to be changed.
Oh, he knows about it.
Great, the more the merrier.
Cool. Oh, is that the end of the second part? Oh no, it's just starting. That's oh, okay, that was just the start of the quest. Okay. We've had dinner. We've had lunch. Now to make some kites. How exciting. Kind of feel like I'm there, like in this event. Don't you think? It feels so real. Like, I don't know why. Because of the voice acting and the story or something. Oh, where is this place? There's no line. Oh my god, lucky I didn't try to run. Mount Altsang, is that where it is? Her home? I remember months ago, last year, I was just coming here and she was a bird. Now she's in my party. I would never have guessed. Ganyu, Yao Yao.
Ganyu.
Is she tired?
Ganyu. Come on, wake up. Some friends have arrived.
Shenhe.
Hello, friends.
Why is she so tired? She's been working hard.
Ganyu.
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from chewing on mint leaves alone.
Why is she so tired?
Apologies in advance.
What's she gonna do?
Wait, Shenhe? Not there!
She's touching her horns. You see Shenhe take a small green bottle, extract some minty smelling liquid and apply it to Ganyu's horns. Yao Yao and Paimon look on in shock, mouths agape but cannot stop her in time. But they know each other really well, right?
See? It worked. She's awake.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you need some water? Or maybe something to eat?
I'm fine. I just feel
She's sick.
chilly all over.
Huh. Was it that effective?
Chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm heart. So, does this mean that heat's what we need to help you, Ganyu? Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression means exactly.
I feel a bit better now.
Well, that's good.
Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually take my midday nap.
Shenhe's so beautiful.
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to happen to you often. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin restaurant with me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
She's a good sister.
I could never.
Really? Why? Why not?
I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
She doesn't know. Oh, Gaming.
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard for the Secure Transport Agency.
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. I believe I've heard your name mentioned around the Ministry of Civil Affairs. People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are very generous with your help.
Well, you know me. Or, I guess you don't.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
So
It's an
cute.
honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Xianyun's kite-making workshop, right?
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite before. As long as Master is willing to teach, I am willing to learn.
Me too.
I'm glad
I wanna
Shenhe found us such a
participate
good
in the
master.
kite flying competition with my best friend.
Yugui.
Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself, right? Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been
Oh,
super busy
Chi-Chi's her best
helping
friend.
Dr. Baiju lately. I'll meet up with her later and give her a huge surprise.
So Chi-Chi's gonna be featured. That's cool.
Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Oh, she's a healer as well, isn't
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
she? So are you.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm.
She doesn't want to do it.
I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with everyone. But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. She always puts us before herself.
Just really nice.
It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop, so I simply couldn't let such consideration go to waste. My motivation for being here might be a little different, yes, but I'm ready to put in just as much effort as everyone else.
Well, we're all here, but where the heck is Shen Yun? Shouldn't she be here by now?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
Is that Shuyu as well?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon! Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone.
Aww.
Come get it while it's still warm. Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon, you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well, right?
Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. Cloud Retainer sits down the bags while Shuyu hands out the grilled fish. As everyone begins to talk, lively conversation fills the usually tranquil environment of Mount Aosang. Oh my god, they're having such a nice day.
So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
I'm so glad I can take part in Lantern Rite this year.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups.
I'll go with Shenhe.
The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. Use them as you see fit.
Oh, the luminescent dyes.
As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the instructions one provided while we were eating. Yes? Are there any questions?
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening.
I'll be the one making it anyway.
Paimon knew she could count on you, traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
The way she talks is such a character trait. It's so cool.
We're not in any hurry to get started.
Unique.
Why don't we go see what the others are up to? Hey, Gaming, want to team up?
Huh? I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after adjusting the dye formula.
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh? That doesn't seem like you.
I get what?
No, it's not that. It's just... it would take too long to explain. I guess I'll just make one then.
Well, I want to know his reason.
What shape should we go with? How about a butterfly?
I would probably make a butterfly too. The butterfly symbolizes the desire for freedom. Perhaps that's also what Garming's searching for. Yeah, freedom to do what he wants.
What do you think, Shuyu? Is there a particular design you want?
I want a swanee.
What's that?
That might be a little hard to pull off.
True, but I still want to try. They're super cute.
Go for it.
Okay, it's decided then.
Okay, who else is around?
Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a finch?
Yep.
Oh wow, that's so cute.
One is looking forward to seeing your finished product.
Shinyun's awesome.
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friends. But if I make it gold, it'll be more like me.
If you are asking for
Chi
one's
Chi,
own
said friend.
opinion, one would advise choosing gold. When giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
True. I think so. I think that's right.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With age comes wisdom, child. One simply has a way of knowing things.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud Retainer. I'm gonna start painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing. Is your kite finished?
I was like a teacher.
We actually haven't started
I
yet.
just run off. I just run off.
now.
Where's Shenhe and Ganyu? I wanted to talk to them. Shenhe and Ganyu. Oh. Oh.
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on. They're really quite sensitive.
I see. My apologies. I shall remember that in the future.
I thought they knew each other so well. I thought it'd be fine. That's why everyone was so shocked. Ah, Shenhe.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
That is so cool. That is so cute. I just want to touch your horns. That is hilarious. She's so direct. I love it. What's she gonna say?
Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, alright. Just be gentle.
You get to touch her horns.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before. Still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop.
She's becoming more aware of humans. Oh, well, other people and how they react, right?
I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors.
Oh, is that what happened?
Anyway, we should probably get started on our kite. It won't be long before Cloud Retainer comes to
That
check
scene
on our
was so
progress.
amazing. That was so great. I just feel Ganyu's horns.
Perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Let's not disturb them. We should get started on our kite now. Let's go.
Where do we go for that?
First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing
Why am I
at?
laughing? The obvious answer is to make a Paimon-shaped kite. That's so good.
Oh, that's not a completely crazy idea.
That's really cool.
If nothing else, a Paimon
They should sell that in real life.
at least make sure you never get lost on your travels and always find the tastiest food and funnest things to do wherever you go. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate this a bit. How about this? The word Paimon means the guardian angel of travelers.
Cool. Go big. You build the kite's frame according... Wow! That is so cute. Oh my god.
What expression should we give her? Since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky.
Like a shocked expression. She should look pleased with herself. She should look afraid. She should look guilty about something. I reckon guilty or afraid. Afraid would be pretty funny. Yep. Yeah, that's the one.
Now that we've decided, let's make it happen. It's done! Paimon has to say, Kai Paimon might even rival real Paimon in terms of cuteness. Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shenyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow!
Oh, this is so cool.
Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow. It's so pretty. Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master.
Oh, really? Did they make one like of her? That is so sweet. Oh, this is a really good picture. Oh my god.
If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting it, Ganyu?
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master.
Oh. Oh, they weren't trying to make her, but then she painted it like her master. I see.
Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I can see is blue and white.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too.
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
Wow.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow. The disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
She's happy.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
Oh, is that what a swanee is? Lion head.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao.
Hey, they haven't shown Paimon yet.
It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
What about your kite, Traveler?
Ta-da! Here it is!
That is awesome. That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Why does Paimon feel like you're laughing at her and not with her?
I'm just admiring the expression you chose. Whether the kite soars high in the air or comes crashing straight to the ground, it's still fitting. That's quite the impressive feat, actually.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh?
A gentle breeze brushes past the jade chamber. What? Huh?
Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission?
Who could it be? Who was thinking of a jade chamber kite? There was someone, wasn't there? At the start of the quest.
Oh, and to do so by making use of this crude piece of mortal machinery.
Is it the moon carver and that?
One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence. Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer?
This is a Cloud Retainer I remember from the Archon quest.
Could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
That's so funny.
There's wind up ahead. We'll
Where are we going? Oh, I'm used to doing these because of the daily commissions. Hey, this place has a lot of ore. Oh no! Wait. Ah, I knew it.
This
These two.
Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious indeed.
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive, and now the kite has vanished.
Oh, they didn't mean to lose it. I mean to float it into her territory. Hold on, I'll be back.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last location?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
That is funny.
Your concern is misplaced, surely. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. She will not notice that kite.
That is so funny.
On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer's creations.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
That's so funny.
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is all your fault.
One's fault? One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
Oh, she doesn't even know it's them.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
This is so funny.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an adeptus?
They just pretend.
Please forgive us for any impropriety. I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who
This
could
is
be
so
responsible
funny.
for such wanton behavior?
This is so funny, that's right.
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all, then we'll just be on our way.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Chinyan.
Are we gonna bust them by accident?
Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What
Not,
are you doing?
not me. It was Paimon.
You?
Okay, no. Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
Oops.
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
She's chilled out a lot.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land. Of this, we are well aware.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
She's so cool. I love her.
We're leaving already?
I could teleport, right? This quest chain is quite hefty. We're still in part 2, aren't we? I guess we gotta deal with Garming's family too.
They're back.
Paimon's pooped. Hi. Why are there only 2 of you left?
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing with their kites.
No way.
Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that I don't quite understand.
Oh? What did he say?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly flying free.
Is that why he doesn't want to fly a kite? Can we cut his string?
He looked quite dejected as he said this.
That's how he feels about himself, right?
Now that you mention it, Gao Ming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
Perhaps he sees himself reflected in them. That's what I was thinking.
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship and the bonds that tie us and...
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant connection, but lose it, and you lose that which links you to home. If Gao Ming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself, then I fear I understand his words even less.
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right? It's actually quite normal.
Very good point.
Just like some people can eat spicy food, but others won't go anywhere near it?
What a good way to look at things.
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding are as important as they are.
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation? Did one miss something?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know. Where were you anyway?
Paimon.
One was merely doing a bit of cooking.
Really?
Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat before you depart.
Oh, she's lovely.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your cooking, Cloud Retainer.
Why is she so...
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities.
We'll take you up on that offer then. I call dibs on Paimon's portion.
Hey! Paimon's hungry too! It's not like the dim sum and grilled fish could keep her full the whole day, you know?
Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? You're not trying to play favorites, are you? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too.
Maybe it's about their dresses.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward!
You wait outside Cloud Retainers.
This is...
The dresses. Frost Flower Dew. I know Shen has one. So beautiful. Oh my god.
Oh, I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing. Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
Damn.
How do we look?
Superb. Superb. Oh wait, guys, check it out. Check my lock screen.
She asked them just like that?
You look great.
You look pretty too, Ganyu! Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined. Those outfits really suit you both.
True.
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all of Liyue, one would expect nothing less. What colors have you been partial to lately, Shenhe and Ganyu?
Lately? Why is Cloud Retainer suddenly asking about what colors we like?
I like black.
One
She's
is
so direct.
gratified to see one's disciple has inherited one's own tastes.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
It's easy for when she's a waitress.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable, yes?
Kind of similar material to her top, Shenyun's top.
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer, for this gift. And the kite, too.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes these garments will see much use.
Beautiful. I'm so glad there's a lot of characters in Genshin and not that many have skins, and Shenhe is one of them. So good. And they got this huge event that everyone's doing. So cool.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better and better, Xinyun! This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside is so succulent and sweet! Paimon can't stop eating.
Paimon's awesome.
It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
It will be a close match. You'd trounce him.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after Shuyu. One was hoping to treat him to a meal. Oh well. One will just have to extend one's thanks in person.
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of much merit, and one is not the type who would see such potential squandered.
It appears that he wishes to break free from the kite string that tethers him.
Kite string? Huh, what strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe. Ever since you returned from one mean restaurant, your turns of phrase render one at quite the loss.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between Gaming and his dad, Xinyan?
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
He ran away from home and hasn't been back since.
Oh?
Ran away, you say? Huh. One believes we would all benefit from a more thorough retelling. Start from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Paimon just hopes he won't mind.
Paimon tells Cloud Retainer everything she...
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be reminded of Menogias.
Who's
He
that?
possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could best accentuate a garment's overall styling. At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Menogias made for her was too long and impractical, lamenting that it would only hinder her in battle.
Oh, wow.
However, when one asked Menogias his opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adeptal countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. Menogias was that type of person. When it came to topics relating to garments and accessories, not even Rex Lapis could best his stubbornness. And later... one seems to have strayed off topic. One means to say that Lantern Rite should be a day of reunion.
That was all about that.
It is a time to address problems before they turn into regrets.
Oh.
Fate is fickle.
This is so meaningful.
The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason. If there is a chance for young people to remain insulated from this reality, one should do one's utmost to make it so.
That's nice and all, but...
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use. No. Mechanics, perhaps. One fails to see its use in a situation such as this.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our efforts is a fine idea indeed. Aha! One has an idea.
This is almost like a second story quest for Shenyun, almost.
How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh, Paimon really hopes this works.
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to make the necessary preparations. One shall see you in 2 days.
Okay. 2 days. This is great. Leveling her up. Leveling her up with almost like her own story. Okay. So... 2 days. Yeah. Let's just do the whole thing. What? 1, 2. Hopefully that works. Let's do it all in one night. Because even though it's on for a while, it is a limited time event. Let's just do it all now. Because I can't do it unless I record it, because I really wanted to record it. Stream it, whatever. So, and it's really good. Okay. Oh, I cut her off.
Let's go find.
Twice. Cut her off. Leeway. Oh, you know when we did the events, right? One of them was the really fun co-op event where you're like doing wushu dancing, and is that his dad there at the place? I think that's his dad we talked to.
Yeah, skyward, scatter. Yeah, skyward, scatter.
Hi, Gummy! Paimon sees you've certainly gotten an early start this morning. Playing games already, are we? Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
Alright, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
Well, it's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their
Is it his
wares from
dad?
Shaolin Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client has requested to meet with him.
Is his dad gonna realize how important his jobs are? Because he's protecting him?
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
I'll bet you it's his dad.
Here.
Oh no.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
Did Shenyun make this commission up?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
That's fine by me.
Alright, don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
Oh, that's a cool statue of Rex Lapis. And at night it glows. You get. I was with my friend Emily, and at night we took a screenshot there. So good. Where are we going? Oh, there's a line.
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Oh, see, he's not as enthusiastic as he normally is.
Hello.
Because of the job.
You must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Is that his dad? Yip Tak. Dad?
Dad?
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does.
Did he not mention that this is his dad?
Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kinda have to come
So,
with us.
I feel like this is a setup somehow.
Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then. Let's go.
Where is he? The music's so relaxing in Chen Yuval, it's so nice. Where is it?
Mora! Skyward!
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
I'm fine. Thank you.
But the winter melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before, Mr. Ip?
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
He's so down.
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but...
Just let him go.
Okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt! Who goes there?
Time to fight.
It appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
Oh my
Enough of your
god.
musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand.
What sword is he using?
Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Ah! What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is... Leave this to me. I'll handle them. Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
He does care about his son.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
The wording.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away. Let us away.
How fast are they running? This is a really funny quest.
Don't worry, he's a great fighter.
He is.
I've even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But Gaming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
We just
But he
have to
wants
trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here, in case there are other bandits in the area waiting in ambush.
Cloud retainer.
All is going to plan.
I forgot what she looked like. I mean, so different.
Okay, we should be good to stop here.
What's happening?
Youngli? Oh no, what is he doing here?
What's he doing here? Is that... What's that above? Oh, kite! He's flying a kite! He's flying a kite! Is that Hu Tao's ghost thing? He's flying a kite. That's hilarious.
Good sir, please listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Did Cloud Retainer ask him as well to help out?
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh.
He's smart, he'll catch on.
Ah, I see. It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Osmanthus fine.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just, had some cake stuck in her throat.
He must have figured it out by now. Is he just playing dumb on purpose?
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millelith at once.
The guard that was escorting us is already on the on their tail.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, it would only cause more trouble.
Ordinary people like us, yes. Just like Zhongli.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
Which way?
Yeah, skyward! Yeah, skyward! Scatter!
So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar.
Everyone knows him.
Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Yes, that's him.
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suwani.
Suwani.
Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. One's not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed.
Is he part of the plan? Uncle Yip.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself?
Oh, he's worried.
Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wushu dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried.
So he's happy.
When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is
This
what
is so
happens
typical of,
when you
like,
get old.
Parents.
Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. That I was right not to give in. I often regret introducing him to wushu dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Yes.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters.
Cloud Retainer?
Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
That's really nice. I think it's really good.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But
he's so wise.
Think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar.
Wow, what a great analogy or metaphor.
As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
So nice. I love this game.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things? Like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery.
Good advice, Zhongli.
You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
Wow, instead of worrying, do these fun things. Oh my god, so good.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
It can change.
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words.
He 100% does. Oh, Gaming's back. I think this has helped a lot.
Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Did he suss it out?
Huh? Oh.
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
So, that's how
He's very direct.
Can't look me in the eye, huh? I guess I'm right then.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
He's quite smart.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me?
Yep.
I appreciate it, I really do. But this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
And you? Will you talk to him?
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
Good luck, we'll be rooting for you.
I'll do my best.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed.
This is really going really well.
Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
It's not like it was alcohol.
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli.
Oh, this is so good. At the start, he was really... I didn't know about him,
Mr.
but he seems really nice.
Knowledgeable. You should
He
take
just
the
cares about his
opportunity
kids.
to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Huh? Oh,
He's accepted it?
Zhongli?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
His whole family loves dim sum.
It would be an honor.
He's so cool.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?
Wow. They're gonna be alright? Can they let the past behind them?
Yeah, skyward!
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard.
He's an expert in everything.
As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
Sure you didn't. You basically convinced him to give it a chance.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Cloud Retainer?
Hello.
Oh, Xiao.
Xiao, you're here too?
I've been here the whole time. A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here?
Hu Tao?
I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects. It's you. I thought you were Director Hu.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame.
Man, that's deep.
In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right.
Xiao's gonna fly a kite. So cool.
I have made my comparisons.
He's so serious.
If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu. I'll leave these 2 kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
He's so shocked.
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
Oh no, they in the competition too. The competition's not the important thing right now. Doesn't matter, we're gonna win either way.
Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like Xiao lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Sure.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for us.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days.
Oh, we get to see Hu Tao.
If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
See you next time.
Coming.
Awkward. Oh my god, so awkward.
You can go first.
So awkward.
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh. I can't say I support that decision, but...
Oh, give him a chance.
Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Chill out.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
No need. I'm not tired.
Oh, are they part of the plan too?
They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance. Do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Shenhe's gonna be part of the plan?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love. So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already.
Too much.
Get it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation.
Oh my god, I love these inner thoughts. It's hilarious.
Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
This is so funny.
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Shenhe, I love her.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities.
That's why I was a bit shocked.
What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends?
We live so far from each other.
This
It would
is
be
funny.
a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good
I
companions.
love that Shenhe's in this story and she's having so. I mean, it's so fun.
You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
She's talking to Grover.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk.
Because he's like a bear.
I guess maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all. Perhaps I've been
So
too
their plan
hard
is working in a roundabout way.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, let's not have any.
That is so funny. This is like a comedy movie now.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Coming. I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before.
That was like so funny. Oh my god.
I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you.
Sounds good to me.
Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Do it, do it, do it.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shh. Just think about it, okay? You don't have to decide.
Shenhe's comment is so funny.
Dad really has
She's like, "Shh."
changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But I thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all?
Hope we don't ruin it.
Hey, you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
His child has grown up.
Master, did I say something wrong earlier? I tried to go along with your questions, but when I saw how you and that man reacted, I started to
Aw.
wonder.
Shenhe, it's not easy for her, is it?
Not at all. Certain unforeseen variables may have presented themselves along the way, but the outcome proved favorable. The plan was a success.
Oh, isn't she the best mother?
Then I helped?
Naturally. Your purity of spirit is one of your greatest strengths, Shenhe. You need not change who you are.
So good. So good. Shenhe is awesome. Shanyun is awesome. Now what? Zipping around everywhere. Oh, Hu Tao.
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you
Oh,
for coming all this
was
way.
Charlotte, sorry.
name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
She wants to interview everybody.
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
Ooh, I know Risley is.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
Of course, of course.
He seems so nice now.
Is this person also involved in your plan?
What do you think? She's the very important client.
And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
Facts.
Over here. Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
There's more to it?
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanka appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to learn.
Wow, he can improve.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gamin?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say.
Ningguang.
We pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty.
Oh, it could make a new business.
Fontanians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Investment.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
No.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Sorry, I can't. It's Shenyun wants to join.
Okay. So, it's like this.
Got it. Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen. We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it to our kite.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
I'm still getting used to this.
Hello again!
Welcome back! I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help
Charge
from
complete.
before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day. She even wrote a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
It's coming around full circle, isn't this where we started?
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge. The directions are in the box. It's not hard to install at all.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition.
So nice.
I'll be rooting for you.
Alright then, thank you. It's done. Let's get down to business.
This was such an enjoyable story, honestly.
Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky. Chi-Chi, we're almost there.
Oh my god, cutscene. Chi-Chi, so cute. Aw, and they're wearing their dresses. Oh my god. I'm hanging out with Shenhe. So good.
Come here, allow me.
The lantern Rite is as festive as ever.
Oh, the lanterns are flying into the sky. So nice.
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen?
What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
What's happening?
What's that?
Oh, the wushu dancers. Oh my god. Center stage. Damn, it's cool as. Oh my god, this is so cool. And the music. This is so good. Oh my god. Shenyun. That was so good. What the heck? That's like the best line dancing I've ever seen. Ka-ching.
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Oh, I think I saw this in the trailer. Oh yeah, this was in the trailer for the event. Oh, their kite. And Yaya's kite. Whopper flower. Whose kite is that?
Wait, the wind.
Oh, what's this? What's this? What's happening? That's a kite? Hutao.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
They're so talented, seriously, the ones that make these cutscenes. In these storylines and these characters. voice actors.
Performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in. You saw that, right, Traveler?
Of course I did.
Let's go find him.
Had my eyes glued to it.
He's over there, talking to his dad.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
I think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Son,
These awkward guys.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wuxia dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
Wow.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
You know Shenyun is the behind all of this. She saw this situation and she went to such lengths to help.
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually...
He had a dream as well?
How about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. And much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid.
Oh, how nice would it be for him to hear that?
Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
Oh, so lovely.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Yep, it was all because of of you.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
Go.
That was so lovely.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gaming.
Really?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Shenyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and go fly a kite.
Oh, he wants to fly it now. Oh my god. So there's another part to this, right? So, I guess it's closure. I expect it'll be. That's so. I love this. So nice. This was time well spent. I wanted to do all this quest in like tonight, and just doing it all at one go. It's really nice. I just really got into it. So good. And I'm glad I waited to record to do it because it's just nice to have a, you know, just like a memory of it. I could look back on.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! Didn't Zhongli say Hu Tao was also planning on spending some time in Xiaoying Village? We didn't have anything else to do today, right? Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her.
Yeah. How do we find her? Always good to talk to Hu Tao. That's the closest waypoint I've got.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Found the path.
Scatter!
I'm really glad I got to see one of Shenyun. Wait, I think I heard about this. It's like you go and pat the dog, but it just has like a text that you can pat it. You can pat it. Look, the edge. Grr, that's all. You scratch. There's a scratch here on the dog's head that looks like it was made by a cat's claws. So can't they just do a little thing for us? But who cares? The game's so good, I don't really care. But it would be nice to pat.
Skyward!
The mountain air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and never get tired. Cream! Gummies! Fuel fruits!
Who's this?
Huh? Did you hear that? Sunshine! Blue skies! Good vibes!
I heard it too.
Right? So Paimon wasn't just hearing, that voice sounds really familiar.
Does it?
Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Okay, let's go see what's up. You and Paimon make your way up to the mountain in search of the source of the shouting. As far as you can make out, it's almonds this and cocoa paste that. Sounds delicious, that's for sure. The lively voice invigorates your steps and you ascend the mountain in no time. We teleport up there? Navia? Oh, Clorand! my second one of my other favorite characters. Oh my god, Clorand. Oh my god.
Navia, Clorand!
Wow. This was like truly the best story quest ever.
Ah, well if it isn't my dear partners. See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
It's just your lucky day.
I can't wait to
Are you guys
pull
also
for
here
her.
to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
She's so beautiful. So there was Shenyun, Shenhe, and Clorand all in one story
Happy
quest.
Lantern Rite.
And to you.
Happy Lantern Rite to you too! Wait, if you're here for Lantern Rite, then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain? And that voice we heard, that was you, right, Navia?
Ah, so it's Navia.
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
That or your voice is just really loud.
Well, of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
She is.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Ugh.
voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication.
Paimon knows about this.
Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain. There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Perhaps, but the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed. That's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
I see. So it's not what you were shouting that matters, but the act of shouting itself. Oh yeah, I can understand that.
Exactly. You get me, partner.
We're still partners, I love it.
I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now.
Maybe I should try that next time I go up to the top of a mountain.
So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
Speak for yourself.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really. If I ever get stressed, I just go hunting.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to relieve stress.
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Huh?
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try?
What are they talking
Shout
about?
anything you want.
What are they talking
It's a real
about?
stress reliever.
That was like was it innuendo for something? Like, I don't know.
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
And I prefer to keep things, what? Bottled up.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose. No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
Farina's here?
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here? In Qiaoying Village?
Wow, what a nice surprise.
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard. Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out. And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
So, you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
Was she alone?
I think so. We ran into Nervalet on the way here as well, but he was already on his way back, so they probably weren't together.
What? Nervalet was here too?
Nervalet was here? Oh my god.
What was he doing here? It couldn't have been for vacation.
Maybe.
I think it just might have been, actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back. He's a very busy man.
Oh, he's gone.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Good for him.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article. You know, just like you were.
My situation is completely different.
Oh.
I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
So they're here because of the article. Makes sense.
You Fontanians and your tea drinking.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something.
You made a bet?
It was just a spur-of-the-moment sort of bet. Wrightsley gets really invested in that sort of thing. But he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
He just wants to win a bet.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Nervalette even mentioned it earlier.
Sunglow tea. Buy 10 boxes, get half off.
Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please. Do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
So funny.
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
Oh, that's right. Who tell?
It's so cool Fontaine characters are here in Liyue. I love it.
A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Qiaoying Village. So we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you.
Don't be sorry at all. No harm done, partner.
That's good.
So good seeing them.
We should probably head out and look for Hu Tao.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Qiaoying Village later.
Sounds good. We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later!
What do I have to do to get you to yell from the top of this mountain? Name your price.
You really want to hear it that bad, huh?
I'm just curious is all. I have a feeling you'll say something amazing.
I want to hear it too.
I will pass. I prefer to let actions speak louder than words.
I really can't wait. Hopefully one day I get Clarant. Hope. Okay, here we go. Let's fly down. Waypoint as well.
Qiaoying Village is known for its tea, but you know what else they have with tea? That's right,
Cake.
dim sum!
Oh, dim sum.
Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Afternoon tea might be more appropriate at this point.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks. Now let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here. Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Farina standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao?
Whoa. Judging based on that, I'd say so. On the hat, I'd say so.
Wonder what they're talking about. Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina about Qiaoying Village.
I'll probably be something totally different.
Or maybe Hu Tao is trying to rope Farina into being one of her clients.
Want to make a bet?
Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Meropide. But Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Let's say loser buys the winner 3 huge bowls of seafood kanji.
Okay.
Since Zhongli is there, Paimon bets things are pretty tame. It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
Then I vote for Hustler Hu Tao.
Alright, no time to waste. Let's go see who's right.
I'll be back in a second. This is so cool seeing Farina and Hu Tao and Zhongli.
Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting.
He likes that, doesn't he?
Huh? Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
I have keenly felt the passage of time since our last meeting. So many chums all in one place. I'll pick that one.
I'm pretty sure you didn't learn that one from me. I must admit, I am a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler. But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over to that, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected. Since we have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Lantern Rite.
Ah, thank you. Happy Lantern Rite. You know what? I'm so happy for Farina. She's getting to have a fun life after all that she's been through.
It appears you have been to Fontaine then.
Oh yes, we really did. We spent some good time there.
Given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go, it's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite high praise. What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration.
Good for you.
There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell as much from our conversation earlier.
She can tell.
Given his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine.
True.
Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
Most likely. He's very considerate.
No. You're no common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way. Oh, does that mean Hu Tao also knows?
She thinks a lot, doesn't she? She's in her...
But... Miss Hu Tao... Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
Clients?
Yep.
What? Did you hear that, Paimon? She's Hu Tao's esteemed client.
Okay, you win.
Oh, so I won the bet. I get it.
Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
She keeps money in her shoe. What?
What's this about winning something? Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us.
It was Paimon's idea. I like the pointing.
We just saw you guys standing.
Traveler is such a cool person. Seriously.
Take guesses as to what you were talking about.
Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina.
Well, you know me.
That I do, my friend. What was Paimon's guess then?
Paimon thought Zhongli was showing the newbie around.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
If that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
Ha! You see? Paimon was right too!
Oh, so we were both right.
Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser.
Fine, keep your secret stash then.
Hey, don't be upset, Traveler. How about this? You buy Paimon a bowl and Paimon will also buy you a bowl. As for the third bowl...
Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck.
I'll buy you a bowl anytime you want. Sure, I would.
I was just joking.
Anyway,
She's cool.
I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all.
I really like her voice. So something about it.
I almost forgot to ask about the most important
I mean,
question.
and her character.
Did something happen recently, Farina?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and all.
Oh, well, yes.
Who? What?
Really? Oh no. Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's deepest...
I feel like it's not a sad thing.
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Huh? But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all... Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral?
Is it for a show?
Miss Hu Tao is simply helping prepare some props for my film.
Oh, film.
Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now.
Wow.
Anyway, that's not the point. Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air.
You might even call it a breath of fresh... What? Air or? Fresh taro? Taro? What? A breath of fresh air or? What does that mean?
Hey! That's
Tear
pretty
or
good.
Teo?
I'll have to remember that for my ad posters.
Is it a French thing? Teo, T-air-o.
Oh, Paimon sees. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, T-air. T-air.
So, did you come to
slow.
Liyue just to enlist the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights.
Good.
But then I ran into Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
He loves that. Are they like playing that up? Because he always mentions that. Every time.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Who?
Oh? Who was it?
It's someone you know. Wanna take a guess?
Let me think. Oh, it was Nouvelette. It was Nouvelette, wasn't it?
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
I'm really smart.
Very impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
Mm-hmm, it is. You tell everyone about your encounter with Navi and Clorinde at the top of the mountain. Okay. One look at the pitiful expression on Farina's face is enough to convince you to leave out the part about the shouting. It's so fun.
Paimon never thought Nouvelette would be the type to get lost.
I'm sure he didn't get lost. Even I was able to find my way to this place without any trouble. He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine.
Teleporting.
Yup, that's exactly what he asked. This area is full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest route.
For him, though, swimming would probably be the fastest route of them all. Yes.
So, were you the one that pointed him in the right direction, Hu Tao? Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know.
She
so
is.
naturally, I also have a great sense of direction. But speaking of your friend, what about him? He doesn't get out much, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Ah, no wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me.
All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty sure he's the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
It'd be cool if he met, Nouvelette.
I'm sure he does. You didn't see him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting. It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
Is that so?
Wait, you didn't see him,
Unfortunately, no. At the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Farina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for them.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it off.
I reckon too.
Is that so?
What? Judging by how Zhongli is acting, and taking into consideration Neuvillette's true identity, could Zhongli have been avoiding him on purpose? Oh, I see. It is what it is. It is what it is.
To borrow Miss Farina's turn of phrase, perhaps it just wasn't meant to be.
So he was avoiding Neuvillette.
Well, with the Traveler around, I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
That's right. He's got more friends than he knows what to do with.
I have a certain charm about me. I'm good with people. I really like my character. He's so cool. Seriously. He's so like, loving himself. It's a good thing.
Well, that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Neuvillette into loosening up a bit. Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't keep himself cooped up all the time. Even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right?
That's a nice analogy.
If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself since he handles that sort of thing now, but you know what I mean.
That does make sense.
Seems like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
The nation? He's the fair and impartial Eudex of Fontaine, head of the highest court in the land. Other known as the demon who controls all the paperwork in Fontaine. I'll do the top one.
Sounds like a pretty uptight sort of guy, all right. In my experience, a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes knowing when and what to prioritize. It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
If I remember correctly, he's already several thousands of years old. You're quite right, Miss Hu Tao.
Oh? Traveler, Miss Farina. Those two individuals over there appear to recognize you.
It's a reunion, everyone's here.
Oh, it's Navia and Clarand.
Everyone's gonna meet each other, it's great.
Hey, over here!
Come.
We saw you all chatting over here, and we're wondering if we could join in.
Please, excuse the interruption.
No way. You're welcome, most welcome.
So polite.
They're all meeting each other, this is great. I love it. Fontaine and Liwei.
No apologies necessary. Any friend of the Traveler and Miss Farina is a friend of mine. Straight to the point. I like it.
Everyone circles around you and begins introducing themselves. Hu Tao's eyes light up when she learns about Clarend's profession. Hears about Clarend's profession, but a quick explanation from Farina and Navia seems to dispel some of her more misguided ideas about killing people, because she's a duelist.
It's getting late. If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Indeed. Then, Miss Farina.
Oh, yes?
When are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort you?
Oh, I don't think that will be necessary. I mean, you're not my subordinate anymore. You don't need to look after me.
I didn't mean it that way. It's normal for friends to travel home together if they run into each other on the road.
They're friends now.
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area. I imagine they'll be even harder to navigate
Go
after
together,
dark.
that'll be fun. Girls trip.
Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories. 8 paths converge in a wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But if you take a closer look, there may be something you mistook. A candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where mystery screams.
Who tells the best? This is so good. I was watching some video of some people on YouTube, and they were doing a tier list of I think waifus or who would you marry in Genshin, and they were saying like, oh, why do people rate Hu Tao so highly? They go, I don't get it. It was like this guy and a girl. I think it was from Trash Taste, Giguk, and his wife, and they didn't get it, and I'm like, it's obvious. You're so awesome.
My dear demoiselles, ladies, no, I mean friends, please take me with you.
Of course.
Gotta say, Farina, you are really quite the character.
You are. She is.
By the way, did I hear you mention that Clorand used to work under you? Then you must have also been a leader at some point.
Oh yes, she was a leader for a few hundred years.
Well, that's, all in the past now. Besides, being a leader is hard. It wasn't the right job for me.
It was.
I prefer how things are now.
Yes.
I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
I am so happy that she gets to do this.
I see. Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Xiaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
Well, have you all had a good time?
Only the best. And I've learned a lot, too. Thank you so much, Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli.
It's fine. You've thanked us more than enough already. The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
It's always I feel suddenly want to eat it.
Dim sum. Is that some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts?
They are a part of it. It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage.
Yeah, we call it yumcha where we are here.
Oh, so it's basically a tea party. Sounds great.
Oh, she'd love it.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower crisp. They're so sweet and delicious. Paimon knows you'll love them.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
You're not bringing home any souvenirs?
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me. A kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps. Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast. Clorand is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
What did she buy?
So all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sijwin.
Ah.
Clorand isn't much of a shopaholic.
What?
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
Hey, I'm hardly reckless with my Mora.
I like how
I'll have you
they're so
know,
close
all
now.
the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
What about you, Farina?
Me? Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course. I just had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steambird. Other than that, just some bits and bobs, you know. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. They should all be things I can use, I think.
So you fell for a few marketing traps then.
Now Paimon's even more confused. If you bought that much stuff, where did it all go? Into one of Linny's magic packets?
Oh, actually...
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh, so that's what happened. Wait, what? Why did he take them? Oh, he's not hoarding flying treasure, is he?
Like a dragon?
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon. Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for us. I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
They're having
He
such
even
a fun
offered to
time.
deliver my gifts to the Fortress of Meripede for me once he's done with the day's work.
He's just doing everything.
Neuvillette is a man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he means it.
True.
See, even Clorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman.
He is.
Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought.
No, he's awesome.
If only the funeral
She'd
parlor
love him.
had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him.
Don't you love Hu Tao? I love her.
Right, Zhongli?
Indeed.
Clorand said Neuvillette offered to deliver her gifts to Risley. So if we go to the entrance of the Fortress of Meripede, maybe we'll run into Neuvillette.
You know what I was thinking?
But we don't know exactly when he'll show up.
I was gonna say, like, a lot of people would have been disappointed that Neuvillette wasn't in the story. That he was just mentioned and gone. But now people get to see him, so it's like everyone wins.
Oh, that reminds me. A new year of work is about to begin. If there's anything you want to talk about, Zhongli, you know you can come to me. I'm all ears.
Does the director have any concerns?
It just seemed like you were a bit preoccupied today, and much less talkative than usual. You barely said anything other than, "Is that so?" and "Indeed." If you ask me, I'd say you're having a midlife crisis. You're getting to be around that age after all.
He's had... I don't think it's midlife.
Is that so?
Ugh.
I jest, given its distance from the city. Chaoying Village enjoys a much slower pace of life. Surrounded by such peace and tranquility, I also seem to have developed a proclivity for inactivity.
Ah.
I apologize for making you worry.
He's
I
just
see.
chilling.
What do you think, Traveler? Is this atmosphere putting you in a lazy mood too?
Out of mind, out of sight. Different world should not collide. I like this top one.
Wow, you are getting really good at these kinds of lines.
Indeed.
Indeed. They're so funny. Oh my god. Oh wait, wasn't there a... Oh.
Well, everyone, make sure that you've got all your belongings with you before we leave. If there's any souvenirs anyone still wants to buy, the time is now.
Reliable as ever, Miss President.
What is that supposed to mean?
Clorand is right, though. You really are reliable.
It's not what she's saying, it's the way she's saying it.
I will say, but I never thought you'd be so easygoing outside of work, Clorand. The tone of voice you use when you're working doesn't exactly make you seem like the type who enjoys interacting with people.
Well, I try to keep my professional and private life separate. That includes my behavior.
You take care now, Traveler. Paimon.
Don't worry, your partner is very strong.
Trying to act cool now, are we? Well, I guess it's not an act for you, is it?
Oh, I agree. I'm pretty cool.
You are indeed quite strong.
Wow. That's a good compliment.
It's been great talking to you all. I'm really glad I decided to come to Chaoying Village.
Yay.
Maybe we could go on another trip together sometime?
Oh, this is so fun. Oh my god. This is like so good. What a nice, this whole extra act was so good. Alright, now let's go see Neuvillette. It's like getting to see everybody. Oh my god. Wait. Map. Fontaine, I suppose. Who would have thought our lantern rite would end up in Fontaine? Under much different circumstances than the Archon quest. Oh. What's the best way to get there?
Skyward! Yeah, skyward!
It brings back memories of sadness being here, but like just a hint of it. Like, I'm happy though. I'm very happy.
Skyward! Yeah, skyward! Scatter!
Yes, C1 Shanyun is very fun. I agree. Oh my god. Everyone's happy.
It's Neuvillette! We lucked out!
Oh, it's you. It has been some time since our last meeting.
I'm just imagining all the people who like love Neuvillette. I like him a lot too, but I got friends that are obsessed with him. Like how happy they would be to have him right now, like in the quest.
Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this area's peace and quiet.
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Neuvillette?
Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal on any given day. Second, I was unaware you possessed knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village.
You give Neuvillette a quick summary of everything.
I see. Thank you for informing me.
So did you deliver the gifts?
Yes, they have been safely delivered.
Oh wow, we get to see them too?
I have to hand it to Clorinde. Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
I was just passing through. It was merely an act of convenience.
All right. Then I hereby confirm receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Meripede.
A verbal receipt of confirmation? Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
It was just a joke, right?
Guess not. This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribes.
About that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
Oh? Why? What happened?
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
Whoever wrote the Lantern Rite, they did a good job. They did a really good job.
Ah, that explains it then. Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast as I can.
He will, he loves tea.
You have my thanks. Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
This is a stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
While that is an apt description, it is in actuality a legal codex.
A legal codex, huh?
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs
Souvenir?
such as this. The law was no different.
Okay.
Since ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality of judiciousness. As a tribute to that sentiment, this slate was designed after a traditional legal codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text. During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts. So I decided to have a go.
He made it.
We joked with Clorinde some time ago about gifting you a legal codex. So, here you go.
Oh my god. Did they do that during one of the quests? Or was it... so cool.
So that's what this is about.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
Oh my
It
god.
is a very good attempt. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Even your sense of humor centers around the law. That's an impressive level of commitment. A gift of this significance deserves to be put on display, and I know just the place. Front and center in the fortress's showroom.
Wow.
Surely there's no need for such a grand gesture.
Just kidding. I don't have anything like a showroom. But we do have a storage room. We can put it next to all the mechanical parts Sijuin has collected.
That sounds good to me.
So that's what you were doing in Chaoying Village.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water. The aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion. If you want to experience the true flavor, you simply have to go to the source. Perhaps I should organize some time off to do the same elsewhere.
You should. As they say in Leeway, a balance between work and play is sure to keep your troubles at bay. I agree.
Then we are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
He's gonna chill out a little.
If you say so, like, you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one. After all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
Paimon's impersonations are so funny. I remember.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration.
Ah, that's true, that's true.
However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home.
Oh, it's from Charlotte's article?
Seeing as I was free of responsibilities for the morning, I decided to depart at once.
And how was it?
Refreshing. My spontaneous outing seemed to inspire quite a few other spontaneous decisions as well.
He's having fun.
Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape. In the past, I never thought about how quotidian vessels were crafted, but now I have participated in their very making. This is also something I made today.
What? What did he make? That looks pretty, actually. Oh, wow. What a big ladle.
That's a ladle? Paimon thought it was supposed to be some long...
That's what I thought, too.
That was indeed one of my inspirations.
It's amazing. The color also really matches your style.
Really? You like it?
Yep.
To tell you the truth, given your unexpected arrival, I find myself quite unequipped to give you the welcome you deserve. Around such an important holiday such as this, human custom would dictate that gifts should be in order. But I'm afraid this is all I can offer. If you'll have it, that is.
Of course. Can I really keep this? You made it by hand and everything.
That is precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted.
Then I accept.
You are most welcome.
That's so nice.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, he celebrated Lantern Rite. Oh, that reminds me. You pass along the advice for Nivelette's vacation.
Approve a leave of absence request for myself. That sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence, something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol.
Damn.
But I suppose I understand her point. My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does in part originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world. But now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to discover.
I could have told you that. Is it over? It was so good. Oh, we get the ladle.
Lantern Rite marks the start of the new year in Liyue.
You know this music in the background? Give me memories, nice memories of the Archon quest. Even the where we're standing.
In the spirit of the season, then, I wish you a year of success as vast and endless as the open ocean.
Thank you. Oh, that was wonderful. Like, oh my god, I love that so much. That Lantern Rite quest was made me happy. So happy. It was so good. And what a beautiful ending at night. Oh my god, with Shinyun. Oh my god, that was awesome. Oh my god, I love it so much. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I really liked it a lot. Loved it. Anyways, thank you for watching and happy Lantern Rite. I hope you guys have an awesome year. Happy Lantern Rite, guys. Bye.